Okay, I picked up a few samples out. Now, that when I mentioned that Vuggy Quartz, it's quartz that's mineralised and it's got all holes and stuff in it. It looks really, what they say, ugly quartz. They call it ugly quartz. And this is a good piece to demonstrate. This is a piece of Vuggy Quartz. See how it's all mineralised, it's all rusty, and it's got all those holes and that in it. Apparently the holes are from minerals that have leached out of the rock, probably thousands, millions of years ago. But there's a piece of Vuggy Quartz. G'day guys, I'm Biggest Kev. Welcome to my channel. And today I've got all these quartz, this Vuggy Quartz that I brought back from the West Australian Wheatbelt. When I went out a few weeks ago now, the wife and I went up to the Wheatbelt. We went to an old gold mine where some old timers had sunk a couple of shafts, if you recall from my previous video. And anyway, I had all this quartz left over, so I'm going to process it today, crush it all up, pan it out, and just see if I can get some bigger pieces of gold out of it, because the small handful that I crushed in one of my previous videos, it had pieces of gold in the pan. You could actually see the gold in the pan. So I'm hoping this material will have some good values in it. Okay, we'll get started. I'll get the crusher out. Okay guys, there's all the material, all broken up. I'm going to run it through the crusher. I'll get that once all the rock is crushed. Okay, there's all the material all crushed down into a fine powder. I've got pan number 1 ready to go. Okay, let's pan it out so we can see if I can show you some gold, guys. I just used my little pan, just do a little bit at a time. Yeah, and it's all interesting stuff. Yeah, just bringing this rock home, crushing it, panning it out, see what we get. Okay, that's far enough, I think. Okay, let's have a look, guys. Can I show you some gold from this Vuggy Quartz? There's gold, but it's that real fine stuff again, guys. There's heaps of it too. You won't be able to see it, I don't think. I can see it. All little specks up the back of the pan here, heaps of them. And there's another metal, silver coloured metal. That could be steel from the crusher. Yeah, but yeah, there's gold, fine gold up the pan. I'll snuffle it all up and I'll get back to you with another pan. Okay, pan number 3, and yes, gold in the first 2 pans. we knew there was gold in this material because that little handful that I crushed in my previous video, it showed you that there was fine gold in this material. But because I had a bag full of it there, I thought I'd crush it all up today and yeah, just see how much I'll get out of it. And that bag I probably had, I don't know, two maybe 3 kilos, which in pounds, I don't know, it's about 8 pounds I suppose. 7 pounds, something like that. Yeah, so oh well, there's gold in it. I wish I could find something better than this around the hills where I hunt. It's good just to find a little bit of gold like this, but you know that what the old timers got out of those shafts, they would have got some real good stuff. That would have been really, really rich, the vein that they were digging out. Okay. Okay guys, let's see what I can show you anything here. When I dropped out the screen out of the bottom of the crusher, some of the bigger pieces hadn't crushed right up and they just dropped out. So maybe there's some big pieces of gold in there that dropped out as well. That'd be good. Yeah, there's more fine gold there. I can see it. It's really fine. You guys I don't think you'd be able to see it. All up there in the top of the pan there. And that silver metal there, that's iron or steel from the crusher. Yeah. Okay guys, I'll do another pan. Okay, pan number 5. And yep, there's fine gold in every pan guys. So yeah, the Vuggy Quartz, that was the stuff. They said in the mines reports, they said the gold was in the thin string of veins, the mineralised string of veins, and also in the Vuggy Quartz, the gold was locked up in this as well. So we've proven that. There's gold in this material. Yeah, very fine though. Typical hard rock gold, very fine gold. But I think the main vein that they took out of those shafts, I believe there would have been some visual gold. You would have seen it in the actual quartz. They would have got the good stuff. Maybe I'll go down there, back there another day, and I'll climb down that ladder, and I'll just break out some of the vein. That might be an idea. I think it'd be worth going back and having taking a rope, maybe someone else with me, and yeah, venture down inside those shafts. Okay, yep, more gold there. Really fine guys, super fine stuff. And there's that's silver material. I ran the magnet over it and I picked up most of it, but there's still some more silver material there that was non-magnetic. Yeah, but there's fine gold just up in here guys, really fine. And some iron from the crusher, fine bits out of the crusher, and there's the other material is silver, but it's not magnetic. It might be galena maybe. Okay, lucky pan number 7, and so far guys, every pan has had fine gold in it. Yeah, so those old timers, they would have found the gold at the surface. So when they took some samples of that quartz and crushed it up in their little dolly pot and panned it out, they would have saw the gold in their pan, and that's why they sunk the shaft and they dug down deep. And obviously, as they were digging down, the gold was getting richer. I'm going, when I go at the hills next, I'm going back to some quartz, maybe some old workings and the quartz veins and that, and I'm going to be doing some more test samples on the quartz veins. Okay, see if I can show you some gold in here. So far there's no big specks, no big pieces of gold that stand out that you'd be able to see. I mean, I can see them. I've got my reading glasses on and I can see the fine specks in the pan, but through the camera lens I don't think you'd be able to see them. There's a bigger piece there. I don't know if you'd see it or not. Hang on. Right. Get into sunlight. See you in front of my finger there, guys? I'll just see if I can zoom in for you. I hope you can see it. Just in front of my finger, there's a bigger piece of gold, a bigger flake, I suppose you call it, yeah. And there's just heaps and heaps of micro specks. Okay, I've got enough there for one more pan. I'll get back to you. Okay, last pan, guys. Yeah, that other pan I just did a minute ago, that piece in there, that bigger piece, I hope you could see it through the camera lens. That was the biggest piece so far. All the rest of them, the rest of the gold is just microscopic, really small stuff. But a lot of it, a lot of pieces. Let's see if I can get another bigger piece in this pan. And as always, guys, I'll go back through this material in the tub. I'll repan it all again. And what I'm doing with this microscopic gold, I'm collecting it all up. And I've got more dirt in the shed sent to me by you guys, and I'll go through all that again. I'll repan it all again, and then I'm going to put it all together and smelt it. Mix it up with some borax, and I'll do a smelt, and I'll smelt it all down, and I'll just see if I can get the gold, the microscopic gold, get it all to collect together into little, well, bigger pieces, or the microscopic gold to come together and form bigger pieces. That'll be the plan anyway. Okay. Let's have a look. Can I show you guys a bigger piece of gold? No, it's just that smaller microscopic stuff there, guys. That's all we got. Anyway, what I'll do, I'll empty out the snuffer bottle into the pan, and I'll just show you all the fine gold. Maybe you'll be able to see it a bit clearer. Okay, I hope you can see that, guys. You can see the gold at the top of the pan there. I'll put a shadow over it, might be better. How's that? You see all that gold, that tail of fine gold at the top of the pan. Yeah, I'll take some photos. Okay guys, well, there was gold in it. I showed you some gold. Yeah, I knew there was gold in it because when I did those couple of pieces in my first video of going out to the wheat belt in Western Australia, when I crushed up that Vuggy Quartz, there was gold. There was a few little specks in the pan, but oh, and there was a bigger piece too. I think 1 or 2 bigger pieces from that Vuggy Quartz. Anyway, this time, of all the Vuggy Quartz that I had left over, there would have been about 2.5 kilos, I reckon. Yeah, around, what's that, around 5 pounds or so. So anyway, I crushed it all up and I got a tail of gold at the end. When I was snuffing it all up, I emptied the snuffer bottle in the pan and there's a tail of gold. So from that amount of ore, that's, you know, a serious gold company, they would mine that material. But obviously when they drilled the area, the deposit wasn't big enough, it was only small. Yeah, so hence why they never went back there. Yeah, but for the old timers it would have been good when they sunk those 2 shafts. So obviously they followed the main pay streak in the quartz vein. So maybe I might go up there. The wildflower season starts soon, the next month or so. So maybe I might be able to talk the wife into going back up there, and I'll go down that ladder, get my little hammer, and I'll chip out a few pieces out of that vein down the bottom of the shaft. Yeah, I think that'd be worthwhile doing. But anyway, stay tuned and see what happens. Yeah. I've sent some mail off to some of you guys. I sent some mail off to Jeff in Tasmania, to Gavin in Victoria, and also I sent some mail off to Bo. Bo is in Perth, Western Australia. And there is another Bo. Bo, you wanted the 2 pans, the 2 black pans. Yeah, and you can have them, mate, but I need your postal address. So if you could just send me an email with your postal address, mate, and I'll send those pans out to you. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it, guys. What I'll do is I'll put the gold under the microscope, and you can, that way it shows up the pieces. You can see the shape of them and all that sort of thing, and you'll see the bigger pieces, and there's some really micro stuff in there. Yeah, but it's all gold at the end of the day. Okay guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, cheers. It actually warmed up today. I had my long sleeve shirt on. It actually got a bit warm, so I took my shirt off, and yeah, and it's quite nice. Yeah, okay, so stay safe out there, guys. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.